Institute of Attitude Modification. Good evening. Today we're going to discuss the nature of error. Error. You know the word error and problem is synonymous. Now perhaps most people do not use the word error, they use the word problems. I have so many problems, but it's really error and problems, they're synonymous. Now when we look at error, we're looking at a person who's out of line or out of touch with what is real. He's seeing these problems as reality. Some of the problems of reality seem to be if a person, for an example, is overweight. Here's a person who's overweight. We see a lot of obesity in the world today. Is obesity the problem, or is that person really seeking a solution or something that he doesn't know what he's seeking? In reality, that person is seeking to know himself. And how is he expressing it? Since he doesn't know which direction to take, he's overeating. He's overeating and just eating himself to obesity. Now that is not his goal, but he doesn't know his goal. And this is why at the Institute of Attitude Modification, we endeavor to introduce people to their true selves. Once you are in touch with your true selves, then that erroneous experience of overeating will be dissolved. Because once you're in touch with your true self, there's something within you that will let you know how much to eat, what to eat, and what not to eat. Do you believe that? There's something within us that can solve even the problem of so-called obesity.
Well, how does one get to know oneself, as you say?
Well, this I that within us, some people call it I, some will call it spirit or consciousness. We all have that. I don't care what part of the world you're in, we all have a consciousness. But we're not aware of it because we're always reaching outside of ourselves. The way you get to know that is to just listen. Listen from within. Stop eating just because the food looks good. They have some restaurants where you can go in, all you can eat. Just because it says all you can eat doesn't mean that you should eat all that you can. you just eat. You do not eat to live, you live to eat. But the people knowing that you're not aware of your true self. In other words, you're not in touch with your consciousness. So they put it all out there and say, just eat all you can. And the person just eats and eats and eats. But the point is, if he knew that there's something within him, scientifically it's called thalamus, that lets us know how much we should eat. And that just makes you feel full and you just can't eat anymore. But if you're not paying attention to that, and even that's part of your consciousness. If you're not paying attention to that, you just keep eating. I've seen people eat, say, oh my, I'm just bursting out of my clothes. I'm miserable that I ate so much. But don't you know that there's something within you that was stopping you, but you didn't pay any attention to it. It's that same thing within you that you say, I should have listened to my first mind. What is that first mind? That is the thing I'm saying. When we get in touch with that, when we know that is the Spirit speaking to us, when we realize that we are spiritual beings and having a human experience, then we will not live according to the human experience. We'll live according to the spiritual experience. And that conscience within us will let us know when to stop eating and when to start.